Market with class.
It goes up. Got the full impost today. No claim. 58.5. It's won 5 out of 5 for the new stable. Robert Smurden. Patrick Payne on board. He's one ride for the day. Mr. Casanova coming in. So the field nearly ready for the big sprint of the Mornington Cup Day program. One to move in is El Nino. Gladiator, the solid favourite. Cascai's second pick. Good move for the filly Slice of Paradise, who's been backed into third favourite. El Nino coming up to complete the line now. Gladiator going for 6 straight. They're set. Racing at the 1200 metres, and Mr. Casanova a touch slow, otherwise a beautiful start. Ocean Bridge driving through to retain the inside ahead of Gladiator. Slice of Paradise settling down a half length away third. El Nino 4. Oamaru Rhythm a length and a half away. Then Mr. Casanova. Gifted Ground went back to last outside. Cascai round the first turn, and Ocean Bridge by a length. Gladiator travelled second, a length and a half. Slice of Paradise. A neck to El Nino, 3 lengths away in the field. Oamaru Rhythm, who's over on the inside of Mr. Casanova. 2.5 Gifted Ground and Cascai. Ocean Bridge leads Gladiator by a neck past the 600. Slice of Paradise right behind the leader, waiting for an inside run. Then El Nino, Mr. Casanova, 1 to Oamaru Rhythm, Gifted Ground and Cascai. Up to the turn, Ocean Bridge leading narrowly to Gladiator. El Nino rushed up to make a line of 3. Slice of Paradise and Oamaru Rhythm right behind the leading bunch, and then Mr. Casanova. They turn and El Nino swept up and went to the lead. Gladiator can't go on at the moment. Ocean Bridge just fighting back on the inside, and then Slice of Paradise and Oamaru Rhythm, but El Nino broke away, opened up 2 lengths on them in the last bit, and he's home. El Nino wins it by 2 to Oamaru Rhythm second, maybe Slice of Paradise third from Ocean Bridge, then Cascai followed by Gifted Ground. Gladiator couldn't finish off with his big weight today, and Mr. Casanova back last. El Nino is the winner. Number 3, ridden by Noel Callow. Number 3 is the winner. El Nino, ridden by Noel Callow, bouncing back to winning form. It's his first victory since May of last year, and he has just come back from New Zealand, where he finished third in an open 1400 metre race on a slow track. Wasn't all that far away in the Group 1 Telegraph. Contested a couple of Group 1s there over the summer carnival. But coming back to Mornington, he's had his first run here, freshened up for the victory, and he's raced on the pace for a good, solid win. 3 first, El Nino. Second placing went to number 6, Oamaru Rhythm. Came from midfield, finished the race off well. And third, number 9, Slice of Paradise, who had the cosy run behind the leader, but couldn't finish it off. 3, 6 and 9. Fourth in, number 5, Ocean Bridge, who led them up. And fifth was number 8, the Gifted Ground, who did make some ground from the tail of the field. And the disappointment of the race was Gladiator, who sat up on the pace in second position, but he couldn't finish it off, and he was beaten coming around the home turn. The weight certainly taking its toll on him, and perhaps he has come to the end of a preparation in which he's won 5 straight since joining the new stable with Robert Smurden. 3, El Nino first, a gear change being effected too by Tony Noonan, the blinkers coming off, and he's paid $11.50 and $3.10. Second, Oamaru Rhythm, $2.20. Third, Slice of Paradise, paid $2 even. Quinello, $57.50. The Exacta, $132.70. Trifecta, $738.40. The running double on 4 and 3 paid $70.60. They're the quaddy numbers so far, so it's looking pretty healthy. Next on the program is the 8th on the card over the 1600, Class 5. 14 and 15 are out. R. Wheeler is on 8 and M. Rod is on 10. Nicholas Ryder's on 11. The 8th at 4 o'clock.
All right, Greg, thank you. And let's go down to Andrew Bensley, because he's got Tony McAvoy's stable foreman with him.
Yes, Gary Fennessy joins us. Well, El Nino we hadn't seen around this way for a while. Took the horse over to New Zealand, running a couple of Group 1s.
Yeah, the Connections thought they'd give him a try over there, you know, with a couple of weaker sort of group races. Yeah. But he ran okay over there without being flash, you know.
Yeah. Brought him back. Were you expecting this sort of bold showing? He really did loom up very strong on the home turn.
Yeah, well, you know what he's like here. He won a race at Caulfield this time last year, under $1,000 race. He's a good class horse, and we haven't done much with him. He come back looking a bit light from New Zealand. So we'd only just swum him and let him off the pony, and that's the sort of work he appreciates, you know.
Freshened up. So what do you do? I mean, there's some good autumn races coming up.
Yeah, there's a couple of nice 1400s coming up for him, you know. He's probably best suited around 12 or 1400. We'll just pick an easy race out for him and go from there, you know?
And that's the day.
That's the day.
Go and enjoy it. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Gary Fennessy joining us as Noel Callow comes back. Geez, a jockey that's been off the scene, had a bit of a break. Been battling weight a little bit since being back, but he's ridden El Nino to success. I'll get Noel to give us a wave here. Yeah, there it is. Noel gives us a wave as he comes back after the Hasna.
All right, we'll see if Noel can make it the big double there at Mornington today. He's riding Classic Benbara in the other listed race, the Mornington Cup, which is race number 9. 1 to go, and then we'll get to the Cup. Strathalbyn's our next event, race 4 in 5 minutes, and Magic Spurs and Lung Tar are the main 2 in the market here. There's only 10 cents between them. Magic Spurs 340 and Lung Tar at 350. And they're getting around to the gate. Still a couple of minutes to get your bets on there at Strathalbyn. Hawkesbury in 14, Dancing Daggers, He's Latin, Spiritual Song and Mr Shinjuku, 4, 6, 11 and 7. And here's the market. He's Latin has come up at $2.60. Jim Cassidy looking for another winner. Other chances include Dancing Daggers number 4, and then heading over to the next bunch where we've got Spiritual Song and Spirited Encounter. Now we're heading back to Mornington for New Zealand Bloodstock, catching up with all of the racing news. Here's Andrew.
Yes, now today's racing news, and we'll start with the very latest on Largo Delight. As we reported earlier in the week, has been sold to Lindsay Park, 75% of it at least, with Jim Marconi remaining ownership of the other 25%. Largo Delight has arrived at the Flemington stables of Tony McAvoy this morning, but will be floated back to Lindsay Park tonight. And Tony McAvoy has told me they're going to work on the horse's barrier manners every day until Monday. The horse has to get a barrier certificate before racing again. He's hoping to take the horse down to the trials in Adelaide on Monday, and then it's a question of whether the horse gets right for the Newmarket. We'll keep an eye on that one over the next few days. Tony's Blue Diamond...